Hello everyone, Klaus here, and today guys I'm going to review a set released in 1995 which was part of the Aquazone sim and the Aquanaut sub-sim, and it's going to be the C-Sprint 9, which is here. So I do not have the box anymore because well, it's an old set, and well, of course I grown up and I lost the box somewhere, not really know where, but well, that's not really important. So here's the instruction booklet, nothing really to talk about. It's a little set. You can see the logo of the Aquanauts right there, which were quite the good guys, if I can say so, because there were different sides in this sim. So well, there was, for example, the Aqua Sharks or the Aqua Riders, stuff like that. But of course, here today we're going to talk about this little set from the Aquanaut side. So nothing really to talk about from the instruction booklet. You unfold the paper and you got like 8 steps. So really short. And well, that said, let's move on to the set itself with first the diver, the minifig. So we can see the torso of the Aquanauts guy, which was quite detailed with some nice gold and blue colors. You can see their logo right there, some bells right there, which look quite futuristic, excuse me. And of course the head with his nice headband part. I think it's called like that. I do not have the correct name, but still nice with his little hairs and stuff like that. So that's changed from the usual smiley face. And of course, no back printing on the body and on the head. It was not really the case in 1995. But apart from that, you can also notice the white gloves, and of course, it got all the points of articulation from an average Lego minifig. So really nice, pretty cool for the time at least. Then you're gonna have even cooler part. It is a diving suit, which is right there. So as you can see, it's made of 2 parts. The visor is in light light blue, which is quite cool because it's really got an interesting shape, and in its color, it's just marvelous. So yes, the diving suit with a lot of details. The little fan on the back, plus as you can see, little studs and 2 clips to link, in fact, some knives. But I have lost one, so this means I just have one knife. I just have still one knife right there, as you can see, which is quite cool, even if it's badly shaped. But of course that's mine. And as you can see, it was in some chrome silver, which is really cool and really shiny. So of course I'm going to link this right there, and then sweep up my diver, and of course you can open this or close that, and of course we got this little parts which can be put on his feet. And that's all for our Aquanauts minifig. So pretty well detailed for the time, and pretty cool with the diving suit, which really looks quite futuristic and quite cool, I have to admit. So yeah, overall a great minifig for the time. And I still think that today, even with the newer minifigs with more details, I still think it's quite interesting. It's quite impressive. So that said, let's move on to the little submarine. So the frame is quite simple. You're gonna have a plate 6x4 studs, as you can see, some bricks right there. Well, it's pretty obvious to understand how it's made. I'm not gonna explain that. Then we're gonna do something more interesting. We're gonna use this little fences pieces, as you can see, which are usually used like that. But here it's not the case, because we're gonna use these little holes, which are the same dimensions as studs, to link them like that. So we're gonna link the fence on this side, so quite like some studs not on the top technique, in fact, if I can say it. So even if the parts do not have any studs, but still. And well, it's going to be quite useful because we're going to use, of course, this part right there. So really a nice technique right there for a little set, and also an old one. And then we're going to link the arm with the little claw. Yes, claw or not? Yeah, I think it's the hook. Yes, it's a hook. So yeah, the little, as you can see, articulated arm with the hook at the end. So you got like 3 points of rotation. So one here, there, and of course you can open or close this part. So that's quite cool. Of course, the core shell also is also black, yellow, light blue, trans light blue, excuse me, and trans orange. well, translight blue, not just trans blue, excuse me, transparent blue. So that's done. Let's move on to the second, the second part of brick. So we're gonna link this part on the back with a pin directly molded into the brick. Then we're gonna link this little fan on the back in trans orange. So of course it's able to be turned. It's quite cool also in terms of design. And then we're gonna use this part on the side to link this yellow part, which is quite nice. So as you can see, many studs right there, here, and also well, here it's the attach point. So really cool part with a nice mold. And then at the top of that, we're going to link this other part, which as you can see follows the shapes of all the little parts like that. So we're going to link the studs on this on the fence that we put in this way right there. Finally, I'm going to use this fence, but this time in the white way, so like that. And finally, the glass, the cockpit glass, so like I said, in transparent blue, plus this part, which is of course printed, and which represents the Aquanauts logo. So I just have to link that here, and that's all. The Sprint 9 is finished. So of course, here is the comparison size between the diver and his little submarine. And well, because we can put this part in there, we're gonna link them right there, which is quite smart. So we're gonna link this part on the back, then open this up. I'm going to just put on this to put off his diving suite because it will be easier to put him in. Like that. And finally, I think it's just have to put his diving suit back on him, and well, that's all. And here we go, you got all the little, the Sprint 9 is finished. So so I'm just going to open this so you can see still the little diver. So what's to say about this set? Well, in terms of color scheme, I think it works quite great because of the blue and yellow together, and even the trans orange mix quite well when you get used to it. So I think it's a pretty great color scheme. Then in terms of construction, well, it's impressive because in fact, well, it's quite surprising because it's a little more complicated than what you can expect from a little set, mainly because of the fence that we put on the sides to link this yellow part, because of course the other parts are quite simple to link. It's mostly big parts and stuff like that, but certainly this part right there is quite interesting. It's a nice technique used on a little set, so I really thought it was well thought. Well, it was well done. It was yes. So and apart from that, well, the minifig is great, well detailed, seriously, nice diving suite and stuff like that. And what to talk about? Yes, also it's nice in terms of playability because you still got this articulated arm, so that's really cool that they put it and just do not that they put this arm instead of not putting it at all. You can open or close this part, of course, and you can have fun turning this little fan on the back. So still in terms of playability, it's pretty great. And the only complaint I see with this set is that, well, of course, the guy got as his diving suit in the submarine. Well, there is a reason for that. Is that because there is tons of holes in this submarine? So right there, for example, all along the side, and also here, and also of course they used a fence for this front part. So of course there is tons of water inside the submarine. So well, it's not really realistic, of course, but well, that's also why he's got his diving suit in his submarine, I guess. And that side, also yes, you can also complain about the lack of control panel, but well, when I was a kid, seriously, I don't really mind about the control panel. I was just playing with that, and well, if there was not control panel, I did not thought about it. So except for the little problems, which are not really big problems because well, after all, it's a toy. Well, it's a really good little set in my opinion, because like I said, it's got a nice color scheme, nice minifig, 2 knives which are pretty cool also. It's also good in terms of playability and some interesting technique used in the construction. So overall, a pretty great set for its time, and even still to this day, of course, it's not as complex as some other Atlantis or even recent Aqua Waders set, but I think it's still worth it because, well, it's pure simple, but at least it works 100%. So that said, hope you enjoy this review, guys. Hope you enjoy this set also. If you have any comments or questions I have not answered about this set, well, feel free to ask them in the comment section of this video. And that said, that's all. So hope you enjoy, guys, and see you later for another video review. Bye bye.